for the Eldridge Electric and Water Utility Board meeting for August 5th, 2025, 5 p.m. Let's do a roll call
Peterson,
here.
Gooding,
Present.
Hamilton,
Present.
Tadevich, Bristly.
Number 2 is public comment. Let's do approve. Number 3 is approval of agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's not here. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Nay. Motion carried. Approval of utility board minutes from July 22nd of 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Nays. Carries. Number 5 is financial and administrative. A is consideration to approve bills payable. Anybody have?
I didn't see anything.
Stood up to me.
Okay, motion to pay bills.
Motion to approve. Bills payable.
Second.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. And then department update, Steve.
Yeah, so the only thing I had, I gave you each a copy of, is for old or bad debt for write-off. So the first section, if you look on the last page, it's highlighted, the amount. That was everything MCOA would not take just based on that it was 20 or plus years old. Or we didn't have all the information. Basically, they said we didn't really have a leg to stand on if they were to argue that debt. So that was the first amount. The second part of it is what's left over after fees. So the debt that MCOA has collected so far, what is left after that 25% or that 10%. So currently I'm working with auditors to figure out what the best way is to write that off, but just wanted to kind of show you guys what that's at.
Thank you, Susan.
Good. Anything else? All right, moving on to number 6, the electric department, any outages?
Colin said there was no outages.
I did get the storm come through and we didn't get nothing knocked out.
Any department update?
He said installing new services still. They replaced a pole at South Sixth Street and West Prairie Vista, and they are currently working on replacing another pole on West LeClaire Road.
Okay. Moving on to number 7, water department. 7A is water main breaks. Ian?
No.
And 7B, water test results.
The vaccines were good, the water is good. Our UCMR5 results came back. They're all satisfactory to the EPA. So tests were good.
All right. Number 7C is consideration to approve resolution 2025-15, ENW repealing resolution 2022-08, ENW establishing the rules and fees for temporary hydrant meter rental. Have questions on that? I think the only thing that was different in there, my clarified, was that it's just to reflect current water rates when renting. So, motion to approve.
Second.
And then since it's a resolution, we'll have to do a roll call vote.
Peterson,
Aye.
Gooding,
Aye.
Hamilton,
Aye.
Tadevich, Bristly.
Motion carries. 7D, consideration to approve quote from LMI for replacement of auto transfer switch for the water treatment plant generator.
Was this part of that requote that we discussed a few days?
Yeah, so this I know Michael had talked about getting a quote for an ASCO 300 series. So I had to reach out to LMI and ask them to quote me. The biggest thing that's gonna change is the labor cost. The ASCO cabinet's too big for that power room, so they'd actually have to get a weatherproof cabinet and mount it outside of the building. And then drill into the power room and then reconnect everything back inside, so we would move this electrical component outside, exposed to weather, even though it'd be in a cabinet. So labor was the biggest one that was gonna add the most cost. He did tell me though that the ASCO and RONG, they don't like shelf these things, they just build to order. So those, like, I think the small ones they have, they keep on the shelf because they're able to house them. But anything like the size we're requesting or larger, they build to order, so it's always a lead time, which the ASCO one, I think he told me was, I think it was like a 12 to 16 week lead time. And the ROM was like a 6 to 7 week lead time. So it's just like one of those things that I know Michael's very knowledgeable on these things, so it's like, if
Yeah, I know.
we don't want to come back and talk about it, we can definitely do that, but obviously you saw the quote basically tripled.
Yeah, that's why, I mean, I don't feel comfortable without asking a few more questions and seeing what else
Yeah.
maybe we can come up with. And maybe we'll just email you, just,
Yeah.
all of us get together, give our opinions on it, and then
And I can talk to
you can talk to alumni.
Cirillos, I've been working with,
Okay.
he's been stopping like 2 or 3 times a week since that meeting, so.
Yeah.
Taking measurements and then kept coming back up.
It definitely jumped, so.
Yeah.
And
Because now, if we did the ASCO series, it's, I think it's even like 6 or 7,000 more than the other 2 companies that originally did it too.
Hmm.
So,
in favor of tabling that, everybody?
Yep.
Agree? Okay, so we'll table that. 7D is table. And then department update, Keegan, anything else?
no, we've been hammering away on the service inspections for the lead and copper. We did find our first 2 galvanized lines, but we're gonna do a further inspection. We're gonna pothole at the curb stop and see if what's on the main to the curb stop is copper. Because the galvanized requiring replacement rule is galvanized that is either connected to lead or was connected to lead. So if we can dig down and see it's connected to copper, we can kind of scratch that one off and say that it's copper. So it would be galvanized requiring replacement. So we're gonna dig up those 2 just to make sure that we don't have to have the DNR and the EPA get after it. So, yeah, those are the first 2 galvanized we found in the entire system. Otherwise, the few hundred that we've gone and looked at have all been copper. And again, Peyton and Gage have been crushing it for us. So, smooth sailing.
Right,
I guess the other thing, VSI is officially launched. So now all the backflow prevention stuff will go through that platform.
okay,
I don't know if we got it added to the website yet or not. The contact
I-
information.
Got a link to all of it.
So
And then play with it.
should be easy for homeowners, business owners, and then the testers to go through DSI on there. I think a lot of the testers were ready to go on there anyway. And then I think I saw a crew over at the tower today. I don't know if the temp tower, if they're getting prepped to do the temp tower. I thought it was supposed to start next week, but
oh, for Verizon,
that, yeah, the temporary cell tower.
yeah.
So I think they're over there now. But, yeah, I think that's all I got.
Anything from anybody else? All right. Motion to adjourn meeting,
What's,
or, yeah, what was this?
Oh, sorry, yeah, that was kind of like the last second edition. So those are some renderings of grays that potentially we could use and then fonts. We can obviously mix and match, and if there's any other ones that you guys want to see, they can create any rendering that you want, so if you wanna play around with fonts or pick grays. I think there's 2 that I would go, I'd either do the moon shadow or the castle gray. And then it'll just depend on the font, and if we want the fonts to be black or just to match the full color. And so, yeah, we can, if you guys wanna just look at them more,
Yeah.
we can put them on the next meeting. And I-
Yeah, we can add it to the next meeting and send it out to everybody and,
Yeah.
And I talked to Mike Stelzer and Lenny Larson, they know that'll be on the next meeting.
okay. Is there actual pictures? Cause I don't know, I'm
I-
colorblind.
That's right. I can't tell which grade's which.
I think it's a little easier on a computer.
Okay.
Okay.
I can email it.
If you guys could,
Yeah,
yeah,
could
just
you do
because
that,
the price
please?
so dark, yeah, absolutely, I'm getting in. And I'll look at
I knowing in my classes, it would be in good.
it.
So yeah, if you guys wanna play around with anything, they can obviously create anything. So if there's a font that you think is better, or one that you use on your daily, that you like, isn't appealing to your eye, send it over and we can have them make one.
Do we know what we have now?
What's this?
I think it's as close to that brush script.
I like it printed out though, I mean, I kind
Yeah.
of like the big printed out.
I was definitely in favor of the Lucida, the calligraphy,
Yeah,
and then the Castle Gray. I think those are my two that I preferred. But then I think the cursive is a little more appealing to the eye.
People even know how to read cursive anymore?
Well, that's what I was wondering.
Probably people younger than me, probably not.
And you know, Keegan, you are young. Is that right, Marty?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mindset, it's a mindset. So, yeah, whatever you guys, if you guys wanna rank them or new ones, we could definitely do that at the next meeting. And obviously, like, that's at the end of the project, so if we don't get it to them first thing, it's not gonna
yeah,
cause a delay.
Oh,
it could even be
we could sit, it just.
next month,
Yeah,
yeah, September, if we really get into
but
it.
I mean, it wouldn't take long for everything. Right,
Cause that's the last thing that like gets done anyway.
Oh, yeah, cause they'll base coat the whole thing, and then I think the
Yeah.
bowl and the elders would be the last thing that they throw on there.
I'll probably vote to wait. You do, Rachel. Well, at least it all looks good.
It was me, I hire somebody for all that. All right. All right, now are we good to adjourn? Anybody? Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Nays?